different take to than all of yours. मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि अगर तुम छोटे टीम से प्लेयर ले रहे हो and you're giving him money, right? तो the छोटा team will take the money and make its infrastructure better, its grassroots better, और प्लेयर निकलेंगे.
Not necessarily, na. What if players are not see? Like I give an example. See, if you don't not competing for Champions League, Europa League, or any big competition, Saudi is paying you money, right? So what I am pointing out is that they might not. So these the teams like Villas or maybe Martial or Olympic, those all teams might not get good talent because those vultures of Saudi Arabia will be hovering over them.
That we will have to see. But now you also have to see कि ऐसे तो इंग्लिश प्रीमियर लीग के जो टीम्स हैं वो भी देखती हैं. जैसे चेल्सी है, वो तो नन्ना मुन्ना बच्चा देख लेती है, अच्छा खेलता है, चलो खरीद लो भाई.
नहीं, एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ टू अमित's point, right? Why not bring the other leagues? So you know what, Amit? Let's say one day in UCL itself, it will not happen, but let's say in UCL they accommodate all the Middle Eastern countries, right? And Saudi also come. So what it will happen is that the chances that certain smaller European teams from smaller leagues, let's say Belgium and all, that they're getting Israel, let's say for example, they play qualifying and then they go through all the hoops to actually qualify for Champions League, the actual Champions League competition, right? So their chances will go away. You agree on that, right? Or maybe there will be a separate layer of competitions, qualifying rounds that will get added with Saudi leagues, and then they qualify. Whatever, it becomes difficult for them to come. Now, my question is that, do you know why European Super League actually initially failed? It is for the very same reason. Because the smaller clubs complained that we don't have a seat at the table. Why? So that is exactly why ESL has never been a success until now. That's why Papa Perez is thinking of some inclusive model. Now, if UCL is ever going to include all of them, every other small European nations that were competing will start to complain. That's why I feel it won't be like that.
मैं ये सोच रहा था कि UCL में जितने लोग the number of team competing है, उनका number ही increase कर दे तू. If you just increase the number of teams,
do you think there are lesser games now currently that you want them to play more games?
No, but I'm just saying that absolutely
drastic situations need drastic measures.
Exactly. And what I believe is UCL is creme de la creme, bhai. Top player hai.
Top player.
Right. But you see the teams like Juventus, Inter Milan, AC Milan, they're fighting to get a player that Aston Villa is about to get. Right? Or let's say a Brighton is about to get, a Leicester is about to get. अब इनके पेट में दर्द हो रहा है भाई, है ना? डॉर्टमंड है, इन सब के पेट में दर्द हो रहा है. And even in the Spanish league, Atletico Madrid is fighting for its life, भाई. It's fighting for its life. ये बार्सिलोना अपना आधा बेच दिया, right? है ना?
शादी करा रहे हो.
What I'm saying is these people are in a lot of pain. And they can see कि भाई ये जो इंग्लिश प्रीमियर लीग वाली टीम्स हो रही है दिक्कत दे रही है, राइट?
तो मुझे थोड़ा लगता है कि यार एसेंस चला जा रहा है. जैसे कि तेरे को एक बात बताऊं, Mbappe had commented when the FIFA had ruled that we are contemplating having World Cup every 2 years. Why you wait 4 years for that moment to play World Cup? Don't you think every 2 years में एक बार अगर खेलेंगे that essence will go?
I agree. I agree. As a football romantic, that is what I agree to. But
we are all football romantics, and we are going to say those terms.
But the problem is, देख इधर the world is working on capitalists, है ना? और ये सारी जो टीमें हैं, AC मिलान, इंटर मिलान, इनको दिख रहा है कि इनकी लेगेसी बैंड बज रही है यार.
You are right actually. पैसा सबको चाहिए. और उसके लिए they will go to any great lengths to make it happen. That is true.
जब when they see this is happening and then they see Saudi Arabia की एक लीग है and उसकी टीम्स है ना, and they know these people are loaded भाई. They are loaded. ये सब लेके आ जाएंगे, लॉयर शॉयर जो चाहिए तुमको लेके आ जाएंगे. तो इनको चांस मिल रहा है कि चलो एक लीग बनाते हैं which is similar to UCL.
Maybe that happens. Yeah, AJ. I mean, I went to Waska. It's like a big body of discussions that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah,
I
yeah.
guess
I mean, no,
Joe-
I
Joe-
guess beyond
but-
when
but-
Dogekar
Dogekar wants to
I would just
say
want to point
something.
out कि if you look at it from those teams, they'll be like, ठीक है ना, we will play with them, पैसा ज्यादा
Yeah.
मिलेगा, we will get more players, better
And-
players, we can compete with the Brightons and Aston Villas. But
Yeah,
Also,
definitely.
see,
वो तो-
also just wanted to add one more line to it. So this was PL when the PL was bullying all the
True.
countries right now, and we as a football romantics are happy with it कि हाँ बारसा कुछ ना मिले, एथलेटिको चिल करो, एसी मिलान मराए अपनी, so है ना. But now if somebody is coming above it, Saudi कि हाँ अब मैं तुम्हारी मारता हूँ, तो we are as a football
Premier League is
romantics, we are-
humbled now.
Dude, believe me, I have no love for Barcelona the way they have spent money. Okay, and even Juventus also. Even
You
some of
don't
the
love
players-
Barcelona just because of that. You don't love Barcelona because you have been largely unsuccessful against them.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
actually,
yeah, I remember
No, my
4-0,
bad.
man,
Actually,
yeah.
Liverpool have been successful against Barcelona more. Sorry.
Yes,
भाई
exactly.
तुम लोग
My joke went to waste.
जब फर्ग्यूसन का हाथ ऐसे ऐसे कर रहा था वो मैच में,
Bhai, Liverpool is built on Barcelona, man. Selling Coutinho, getting all
Ah,
that money,
they-
and
they are-
built on
Yeah.
that. Why? What they did, you should be thankful to Barcelona. Whatever
I'm-
wrong they have
I'm
done.
very,
Why do you
I'm
hate
very
them?
thankful. I don't hate them. I'm saying the way they have spent money, you know. I don't
Like
I
on
don't think-
Coutinho.
Also,
Like on Coutinho.
also conceding so many goals and then make a comeback last minute में corner से ball मार के.
Dude, I can talk about that about आधा घंटा. I can talk about it. Let's not go
okay,
there.
यार. चल ठीक है.
So anyway, so the thing is कि see, UCL I feel like ना कि UCL वाले point को लेके everybody has a different point of view. ठीक है, it's not going to happen. I just threw a rhetorical question because it feels like that it is अगर if it's not making an impact, I feel like at least it is making a dent.
For a
know,
rhetorical
total
question, it was too big actually.
See, that's what we do, man, here in this podcast.
Yes.
So anyway,
let's-
what I want to do now, I just want to end this with
Engage the
one thing.
viewers.
I want to just ask you guys. We have discussed so many things, okay, about the about this league. How many of you are actually going to watch it?
Yeah.
okay, I might watch it. I might watch it over some game of the French league, yeah. Over the French league, right? And somebody who's like a big time Ronaldo fan, like I was a Ronaldinho fan, right?
Hmm.
तो रोनाल्डिनियो जब मोटा भी हो गया था और जब एसी मिलान में खेलता था और एसी मिलान बहुत बदतर थी तो भी मैं देखता था यार. तो इफ देयर इज अ रोनाल्डो फैन लाइक दैट, राइट, वो देखेगा यार, वो
Right.
बोलेगा यही मेरा भगवान है, मैं देखेगा इसको.
What about United lads?
I'll
क्या करने
watch-
वाले तुम
yeah,
लोग?
I could watch some games, but I will
No,
not
actually-
follow every game. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So, like I said, when you defeated my analogy, right? So, yeah.
He's not over it.
Oh, he hates
I'm
you
not
for
over
it, man.
The thing
He's
is
going
that
to sulk on it for the whole
all
night.
in
man.
good humor. So the thing is that yeah, I asked myself that question. I don't follow Indian football closely, man. I don't follow ISL, man. You know, Baichung Bhutias have come and gone. You know, now it's Sunil Chetri. You know, he is counted amongst the top international scorers, man. How often do you see them? So we don't. Let's be honest. At least I am being honest here. We don't see that football, and ISL was also created with keeping in mind that they will also bring certain players, and big players have come to ISL as well. How often have you seen them? Not as big as obviously Saudi, but it was an effort to make it at least viewable. Empty stands, ISL has been going on year on year. So that's why I wanted to say that I am
No,
follower of United. I am only going to watch United and Premier League.
I'm going to
Okay.
cut in. I'm going to cut in because जब ISL आया था, a lot of people tried to follow it.
But
But
sustain
yeah,
नहीं हुआ.
And Abhay,
Because-
you went to the
because-
stadium to
because-
watch it. I remember.
because the infrastructure was not that great. Firstly, right?
Hmm.
If you have seen the
Agreed.
curves, right?
Hmm.
Secondly, the quality of football was like मतलब खराब था यार. As in, if you're used to EPL, if you're used to the Bundesliga, right? The quality of football, the build-up play, and all of that was like it's not.
That's
engaging.
because you are
It
used to
has
it.
improved
That's
now.
because
But
you
it
used
has
it.
improved now. Yeah.
But
It has
my
improved now,
question
but-
is,
But
So my
please
question
understand
is-
what it is competing against. right?
No, I have to ask you that question. Like you guys touched upon that point, right? Saudi League may be followed by people that are new generation of football watchers, football goers, stadium goers. Okay. So my question is that do you think the kids of India that are following football, that play football in their garden, are following ISL? No, right?
Yeah.
So
Probably
they
not,
don't
yeah.
they
But-
don't even know. They know Ronaldo, they know CR7 celebrations, but they don't know what's going on in India. So obviously, like Abhay Maheshwari mentioned, right? It's because it's not watchable. I mean,
It's
जो दिखता है वो बिकता है.
I mean,
जैसे
it's
बोलते
not,
हैं.
I would say it's not a good product here. In general.
Product.
As in,
Yes, that's the term.
Product, exactly.
it's not a good product.
क्या
I mean,
term coin हुआ है?
it's not a good product here.
Human rights.
Who
Kanna, what do you
created that
think, man?
analogy, man?
I'm
नहीं, but
waiting.
तू
I'm
समझ
waiting
ना,
on. Yeah.
like I don't even watch Italian football, right? But I didn't even watch Bundesliga. लेकिन जब डॉर्टमंड एक बार मचाया था चैंपियंस लीग में with Klopp,
With Klopp,
people started watching Dortmund, no?
Yeah.
ऐसा थोड़ी ना है. People who didn't know anything about it started watching. Similarly with Napoli, when Napoli didn't even win anything under Sarri.
The challenge Abhay is always going to be जैसे कि I remember Amit shared me a stat while I was having a conversation with him separately that is Saudi League going to be sustainable? Are those viewers going to be repeat viewers? Right? That is always the challenge, the consistency. So he showed me the amount of views that it garnered, the Saudi League garnered after Ronaldo made the move, after Benzema made the move. It is imperative that the viewership is going to spike. But I want to ask him today, what is the viewership today? It has plateaued.
I don't
It is
think so,
plateaued.
man. हो सकता है. I may agree that people might. So that's what, right? If you get one player, Ronaldo, you might get Ronaldo fans watching it for one, but because the league is not competitive, nobody will watch. Now what Saudi is doing is getting good players, distributing amongst the teams, and trying to make a competitive league. Once you make a competitive league, you now can sustain because people enjoy. People watched 1 game, 2 game, 3 game. They watched for some time, right? Ronaldo, they watched. And they did not find it very interesting. They Ronaldo is hitting goals for fun and nothing is going
So
on.
you're saying Ronaldo fans are watching?
So I'm saying, few of the Ronaldo fans might have gone and see कि Ronaldo खेल रहा है वहां पे. Let's watch that. But
what if Ronaldo leaves after 2 years?
Just let me complete my thought. What I'm saying is now they are getting good players. Now let's say Sadio Mane goes to a team, right? Sadio Mane is a superstar of his country, right? He will get a viewership of it because see if Sunil Chhetri today will go to Sevilla, I will watch every game of Sevilla from
Same.
right?
Same.
Because he is the hero of Indian football.
True.
Same for Sadio Mane, same for Cristiano Ronaldo, same for the big players that are coming. That is what Saudi is targeting.
And my point is
also,
that these players are only going to play for 2-3 years. So maybe Saudi Pro League has 2-3 years of time to make their name to the world scenario.
But because see, they got one player Ronaldo last year. How many players it attracted this year? They have got this group now. How will it attract? This is a pyramid scheme.
Exactly.
Yeah? Okay.
That's
so
why
pyramid scheme to fraud होता है.
that is
this
when
only.
See, how many
what I
players they
feel
got?
what I feel is that जैसे कि there are two sides to it. Once Ronaldo made the move, you won't believe back here in India that obviously all are in India. Sorry. So in India, Sony Live started to telecast games of Al Nassr. Okay, so you can see, I have seen that happening because of again viewership. But the thing is that let's say a small kid is a big Ronaldo fan. He has all his jerseys from Madrid and United. He's watching Al Nassr games. Okay. Now what happens is that, do you think when that child becomes like a teenager, okay, 15, 16, 18, whatever, once Ronaldo leaves, right, do you think he's still going to follow Al Nassr for the quality of football in 2-3 years? In 2-3 years time. Once Ronaldo leaves, once Sadio Mane leaves, once these guys leave, do you think they are going to continue being fans of those clubs?
Rajesh, I would ask you, when you started watching Manchester United, what was the thing that got you to support it?
The
Manish
history.
Iyer.
The history.
Manish Iyer, bhai.
The history.
Jhoot mat
The
bol.
history.
First day you research the history of all the clubs and then choose one club that I will follow this.
I was told about the history. I was told about the
By
trophies.
whom?
I was told about what they have done at the biggest stage.
My
That's why I
question is
follow
by
that
whom?
team.
By whom?
What? Was it?
अबे ये बोलते
By
हैं
whoever. It is
Mbappe
Manish.
आएगा यूनाइटेड
It's
की
not
तो
a.
इसकी बात
It's
में
not a
आते हैं
secret.
वो
I
जोक था भाई
started.
कुछ
I
भी
started during my college days, but my
That
motivation.
is
I'm just
correct.
trying to get
No,
you
no. See,
to him.
Rajesh, what
what I am
Amit is
saying
saying is
is-
like when the player leaves, you have a certain emotion with the club. You have developed through that player, but
Correct.
it's not. You are not following this for a player. It's not like tennis. It is a team sport after all, and
I
you
guess
are going to
Manish, I have
support
to
the
give you
team.
more credit then, based on Amit's comments and everyone's comment. I have to give Manish more credit now because he sold me the team United are. He didn't sell me a player. No,
See,
that is true.
See,
He didn't
okay,
sell me
what-
the idea of a player. He sold me what United represented. Again, that is my emotion talking, I guess.
I
And
know,
I'll
I know.
hold on
ये
to
सोच
my
रहा हूँ,
emotion.
But the
ये
whole
सोच
point
रहा हूँ,
is-
So,
you're
no,
you're
so-
such a great salesman भाई तू
He-
salesman
He's
है
a great
भाई,
salesman.
खतरनाक।
He sold the
बंदा United ही
product.
sell कर दिया
United the
भाई।
product to
Oh,
me.
product,
So-
product.
Product.
Okay, I will
Product
get
to
back
me.
to.
No,
I'll get
Amit,
back
are
to
you
it,
going to
know.
watch the Saudi League?
Yeah, are you
You
going to
didn't
watch
answer
it?
that.
He is not going to.
I am actually
No matter what.
see
not
I might not and I might as well. If,
उसको सुनील छेत्री चाहिए भाई
basically
Just to
if-
win an argument with me, maybe he
No,
will just
no,
start
not
watching.
necessarily. Not necessarily. Maybe the top three teams that are there in who have got good players in it. Maybe I'll watch few matches of them. If when they are against each other, like 1v1, not like they trashing any small team and getting the wins on it. But yeah, maybe those couple of teams, 3 teams who have gone all the good players, I will watch them. What is the quality they are having? Maybe it's not exciting. Maybe I don't get enough adrenaline from those matches, and I'll stop watching it.
And then
I
you
will
get
try
switched
to. I will try to
watching Spurs.
deduce. I will try to deduce all your points. My opinions, your opinions, yours have been constructed opinions as well. I am trying to get on one middle ground, and that is the European Super. Don't call it European Super League. Call it the Super League, I guess. I believe that is one medium where I am going to follow the Saudi pro teams. I am going to.
If that
I
happens.
guess that is a fair point here. That is the
See,
only way at the
Rajesh,
biggest stage
that
if you
is the
integrate
correct.
both
That
worlds.
is what you're doing is correct because we do not even watch any other European team because we follow our club at Premier League.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's not different for us, La Liga and Saudi.
No,
we
it
don't
is
follow
going
their
to be
league
that
matches, right?
product of Saudi Pro League is going to be more sellable in the future since they do not have a history now, right? I touched upon your history, why I followed. You asked me, I answered.
Yeah, I
So
am
based on
right?
the discussion that I'm telling you, so eventually in the future, if a small kid even starts to follow Al Nassr, he's not going to worry about AFC Champions League titles that are won by Al Hilal. So Al Hilal
भाई
are the
तू
most.
गलत इंसान से बात कर रहा है वो स्पर्स को फॉलो करता है पूछ उससे
मैं बस बता रहा हूँ कि हाँ
Why we
whatever.
are very rich.
देख स्पर्स उसका फॉलो करने का रीजन मुझे भी पता है he all while I watch tennis I follow his algorithm of what if applies in football. I always support the underdog. So he also supported Spurs because they were the underdogs. They were a good team, top 6 team, but they were underdogs. So I understand his emotion attached to it. He followed the team. Again, it basically justifies my point. He didn't follow a player. He didn't support Kane. That's why he followed Spurs.
I am absolutely agreeing to your point, but I'm saying not everybody thinks the way you do, right? Lot of people support Barcelona just because of Messi
Exactly.
and Ronaldo, Real Madrid for Ronaldo.
And
They're big
also
because
there
they
are a
win,
lot
and
of
also
lot of
because
people
they
Chelsea,
win.
Chelsea garnered so many fans because of Hazard.
Hmm.
Liverpool garnered so many fans because of Salah.
Dude,
It
whole
does
country follows Liverpool just because of Salah.
कंट्री छोड़ तू मिडिल ईस्ट के लोग फॉलो कर रहे थे कि
Exactly.
ये सलाह है अपना सलाह है भाई
I gave you an example.
ठीक है,
no?
agreed.
At the
मेरे को थोड़ा
Get
प्लास्टिक लगता है वो वाला कल्चर ही
See,
प्लास्टिक लगता है.
वही तो मुझे
No, that's the thing.
same
No,
analogy I'm
he's
saying. No,
always-
you take Chhetri, put in Sevilla, you will follow Sevilla after that point because Chhetri is the hero of Indian
No, I
football.
won't actually. But
Then
yeah, I
and you are
understand.
different, but
No,
I
no,
believe
yeah.
a lot of
Yes,
I'm
bro,
agreeing.
ये
Everyone
तू-
is
and
different.
तो तू देशद्रोही है
and then
you know, everybody-
and then you will
Rajesh,
because
you might-
Chetan-
no, no.
Chhetri will leave, you will still follow that club because now you are attached.
You know, I
Okay.
want to say one thing, okay? Everybody came to follow their own club in different way. Okay, you got sold a dream by Manish. Manish probably got told by something. Okay, he is following an underdog team because the way they play. I follow because Liverpool, how Liverpool plays. And also, obviously, once you start following them, you realize I fell in love with the play, then I fell in love with the city. There's a different thing. But at the end, all of us fell in love with the club. Okay, it doesn't really matter how you came. It matters if the club made you stay or not. And that's what is going to probably make the difference. That for the new teams in the Saudi Arabia, we are thinking from a overseas
standpoint.
Right? You think about the local teams. You think about the locals who are going to follow their team. They are going to fall in love with their team, and they have a reason to.
Sheikhs and Habibis.
Yeah,
are going to follow.
That's who they are. Okay, and then see, maybe they will get some sort of worldwide viewership. But comparing them to top 6 teams of other leagues is probably not the right thing to do.
Let's put it to a final vote. Let's put it a final vote, Jogekar. I want to vote first. So let's put it a vote as to how you see Saudi Pro League becoming actually a top 10 league in the world. I vote no. They are not going to threaten because they are not fostering the right culture. They are just spending money. That's my opinion. So everyone, you can speak about.
I feel like that we are taking it too simplistically. They are spending money, but they are not randomly spending money on transfers. They are basically bringing a lot of talent to create a culture, and they're going to spend on infrastructure, man. Okay, and when you spend that kind of infrastructure, they have a plan. See, the difference between from the start, I felt like the difference between Saudi and maybe a Chinese league is that the Saudi guys, they have the plan. So I feel like if they are planning to get into top 10, they are probably going to get here.
All right. Okay. Amit.
I believe that yes, it will be in top 10 in some time. I agree with what Abhay was saying. But yeah, they are starting it. They have the infrastructure. They have good players, and I personally believe that having good players in the team does benefit the rest of the team as well. They learn a lot. They grow a lot. They grow faster. And this all buying of the things will also grow them internally as well.
Okay, Manish.
Yeah, I think they will be one of the top 10 leagues.
Hey, Jogekar, sorry by the way, I took your moderator duties.
No, it's fine. Anybody, dude. in the whole thing, I'll let you know later.
It's a shared moderation. It's a shared moderation.
It's a shared moderation. Yeah.
Manish, yeah. I think Saudi will get to the top 10, one of the top 10s, but it will still not beat the Premier League and the aura and the magic.
Thanks, Manish. United, bro. तेरे लिए ही तो.
Mbappe आएगा, bro.
We are talking about top 10, not the first.
Yeah, right. I genuinely believe they'll make the top 10 because of the players they're getting, the infrastructure and whatnot. Abhay, Jaya. Also because they are my Grom brethren and I support them. Wallah, Habibi,
come to Saudi.